Wike, you are going to die disgracefully. Wike, I am laying a curse on you that you may know that God Almighty sent me. The same way Fulani rejected Ken Saro-Wiwa at the right time and killed him, so shall they do to you if we don't get you first. Wike, I want you to understand the reason why I hate you now more than anybody else in the world. Do you know why I despise you now? Because you are trying to divide the children of God. Ken Saro-Wiwa tried it and was killed. Anybody who tries it will die. If you try it, you will die. Ken Saro-Wiwa is Nwa-Ewa. That's his name. Nwa-Ewa. N-W-A-I-W-A. Nwa-Ewa, the son of Ewa. They called it Nwe or Wiwa. Nwachuku became Wachuku. You people are fools. You said even my people are not well in the brain. You reject a name that God Almighty gave to you in order to please Fulani. Ken Saro-Wiwa and the Fulani killed him. Wike, you are renaming the name of, as I told you, Okino, Mefad Okino. They're the ones Urumu Allah, Urumu Krushi, Urumu Adolu, Omo Adaolu, the children of the only surviving daughter. When they came from Arochukwu, they took everybody into slavery. Only one woman survived, only one survived. And she gave birth to children. They named the place Omo Adaolu, the children of the only daughter. The land of God. And you idiots want to divide it. The land of God itself. You want to divide the children of God to allow uncircumcised vandals to come in to possess a land that God gave to our ancestors. Omo Adaolu, the children of the only surviving daughter. Adaolu, the only daughter they had. Why do you think I said that Iguacha will be the capital of Biafra land? But of course now Igbo is making a very strong case for it. Did we ever know that Igbo land started from that even Benin City itself? We never knew. Because God said, I will, when the time comes, if you come back to me after our 2015 atonement prayer, if you abandon every other God, including the one the white man brought to you, and face me, and only me, then nobody answers where Jesus where we come from. Do you answer where Jesus? I'm asking you a question. Or one Muhammad? Is that your name? Is your name one Muhammad or one Jesus? You answer Wachuku, the Son of God of heaven and earth. This is maybe. In 2015, I prayed, and I will release that very clip today. Listen to it. All of you claiming you are from Niger Delta, listen to that. God said, anytime you come back to me, I will bring all of you back together again from where you come from, including Igbo land. I will teach you in the spirit the history of Oba and Idu. That place is Idu land. Idu land. They call it Idu. Ubiaja, they call Eshan. Igbo people. I-G-B-O. Igbo. Why haven't you thought about this before? They divide you to conquer you. When Ken Saro-Wiwa thought that he was doing that thing, they became autonomous. He was the most educated man there. They became autonomous. He never told Ogoni people. I went to school with Igbo people. If at all he claims he's not Igbo anymore. The scholarship that I went to school with was given to me by an Igbo man. Are you listening? Oh dear. Who built Iguacha? I want people to go and do you know that Shell was in Owerri? Shell was in Owerri. And the Igbo, they had sense in those days, intelligent men. Hi! May Elohim bless them. Igbo State Union. Before the war, they were an authority unto themselves. You will pack your bags from Omuahia, you travel to Zaria. Upon getting to Zaria, you speak Igbo. Our son will take you to an Igbo man's house, and they will take you to their chairman, and they will give you where to sleep. And by the next day, you start work. when I think of Igbo land before the war, tears come to my eyes, I'm telling you. The mere fact that you are in Bauchi and you speak Igbo, every Igbo person around there is your brother and your sister. If they're older than you, they are your uncles, you call them dead. If they are the age of your father, you call them father. Let me tell you what happened in America. I was in the US. I think it was early this year, or was the last? I can't remember. It was early this year. I was in the US. I was in a town hall meeting in Chicago. And the girl came to me, we were taking pictures. And the girl came to me and I said to them, why don't you marry each other in America? Why don't you organize a ball? Once you leave college, they organize a ball for all of you Biafran people to meet together. And then your sons will meet your daughters and you can intermarry. One of them came to me and said to me, she didn't know what she said to me, uncle, do you know the problem we had? Why we never intermarried or married each other? And I said, no. She said to me, because when we were growing up, our parents will introduce the fathers and the mothers of the people we are supposed to marry as our uncles and our aunties. Do you understand? You know where we are? In England, once you speak Hebrew, to Nnamdi and then became, this is your uncle. That's where we are. And we didn't know that these kids, they had it in their brain. I cannot go and date the child of my uncle or my aunt, although they're not from the same village. And so she said to me that the problem is from our parents. They introduced us to everybody as our uncle and our aunt. And I said to her, that is how we are as a people. If I live on Wahao and I travel to Ngwaland in Aba, every Wahao person is my brother and my sister. Now, if I live on Ngwao and I travel to say Ondo State, every Igbo person in Ondo State is my brother and my sister and my uncle and my father and my mother. That is the way we are as a people. It doesn't mean you cannot marry them. She was shocked. And yes, that is what we do. If you see somebody in those, I remember my own aunt, Doka Modo, married in Mbise when my younger brother was born. My own aunt, my father's immediate younger sister. When I said I was in Aba, I was with her when I was going to primary school in Aba. Helen is her name. My aunt. My aunt will say to me, please, we were staying at Abai Omocham then. I went to go and see them from government college. I went to on a weekend. She said to me, take this thing and go and give to my sister. And I asked her, who's that your sister? She said, that's Ubakele woman there. Ubakele is not Ibeku. I don't know who the woman is. But because she is from Umuahia, living in Aba, she became my aunt automatically. And in America, they're saying, how can I then go and marry my aunt's child? That means that boy is my relative. So they saw all of it. The reason why we don't intermarry in America or marry each other as much as we should is because we see everybody as one family. This is what Wike is trying to bring division into. This was what Kesrewa tried and failed and lost his life in the process. Have you seen Jews? Anywhere you go to, they say, oh, they cooperate, they're always together, they live together, they do this together. And the only thing is that they marry one another. We don't. We do not marry one another. We don't marry each other. We need to marry each other. We need to marry each other more. Do you know Margaret Epo, where she comes from? The one that they named Calabar Airport after. Margaret Epo is from Nnewi. But she married a man, an Efik man. Epo. Are you aware of that? The regard I have for P2B is because the wife is from Cross River State. We need to intermarry more. We are all one people. It's just like somebody from Samaria marrying somebody from Judea. The language may be different. Some of you do not know that in Israel, you have many languages. Do you know that? The same way you have Ogoni in our, you have his own Kolokomas, they say, you have a Fik language, you have a Bibio. Do you know that even in Israel, one people created, they all descended from Jacob. They have now, listen, smart people don't know anything. No? They have Hebrew. They have Yiddish. Are you aware of that? There's a language called Yiddish. They have the Hebrew language. They have Yiddish. And for some of you saying, oh, but in Benin, they speak a different language. Now let me shock you. I want to surprise all of you. Do you know that Hebrew language is new? It was written by one man. I forgot his name. Go and Google it. Hebrew language was written to unite all the dialects of the ancient tribes of Israel. Do you know that in those days, somebody who is from Judea spoke a different language from somebody who is from Samaria? Are you aware of that? But they are all Israelites. Are you aware? Are you aware? I'm asking you. So having different languages, maybe from Benin to Ogoja, from Ogoja to Oron, doesn't mean you are not one people. That was why a man, let me actually Google it, how the history of the Hebrew language. Because there is a language also called Aramaic that they spoke when Jesus was on earth. Aramaic, they have Hebrew, they have Yiddish. Let me see if I can actually do it myself. Whilst we are still, I don't know what came over me this morning to preach this gospel. I have no idea. It's wicked, and because of what Chibi Kameji said. You are not pursuing Fulani killers and headsmen. You are pursuing your own brothers, that the Fulani headsmen may kill them. Let me try and see if I can get it. The history of the Hebrew language. People don't know anything. The history of Hebrew language. Hebrew language. Yes, I think the man's name is Angel Sainz Badilos. Let me also check, please, to make sure a man created it, joining all the languages. Of course, a history of the Hebrew language is a comprehensive description of Hebrew from its Semitic origins and the earliest settlement of Israelite tribes in Canaan to the present day. What the man did was to bring all, his name is Angel Sainz Badilos, I think it is. The history of the Hebrew language. Go and read it up. You will see it. One man created it. One man created the Hebrew language. What he did is to avoid trouble. Somebody was asking me, if you get Biafra, what language are you going to speak? And I said, when we get Biafra, we are going to get a panel of linguists from every clan, from every tribe, from every dialect. They will sit down.